Good morning. This is Windows Daily number something or other. I don't know what number it is because this is a pre-recorded video and I don't know what date I'm going to release this. This is a Windows productivity tips video having to do with launching applications using keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to pretend for the purposes of this video that every time perhaps I restart the computer, maybe when I come back from a lunch break, there's some point in my workday that I have the same 4 applications that I want to launch. It could be 6 applications, could be 3, some sequence where I want certain applications open and I'd like to set it up to where I can just go bam, 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 and not go hunting for them with the mouse. Now, this also has applications where I have used it where I have a computer that seems to be locked up, but I'm not sure, is it the keyboard or the mouse that's locked up? Is there something else going on with the screen? So it could be sensible to try these keyboard shortcuts to see if you get a response there when you're not getting response to other things. So it can come in handy for purposes maybe that I don't imagine right now. For the purposes of demonstrating this, I'm going to pretend that when I restart the Big Beast build, I have 4 applications that I want to open. And that's the way I'm going to set up this demonstration. So over here on monitor number 1, these icons that are pinned to the taskbar some of them are the applications that are my 4 that I want to open. Each of these pinned applications are associated with a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 9. Then the next one is 0. So there's 10 positions you can do this with. Whichever pinned application is the first one to the left on the taskbar, that is number 1. Now, why wouldn't it be this one? Well, that's not a pinned application. How do you know where your pinned applications begin? Well, if you hold down the left mouse button and try to drag further to the left, I can tell that that task icon, task view icon is what it is. This one is not a pinned application, so that doesn't count. So here's position number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and I could go all the way up to number 0, 8, 9, 0. Anything after that, we can't use these shortcuts for. I want to set this up so that I can hold down the Windows key and just type 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn my attention elsewhere. Those applications open up, or maybe on Big Beast build, it's pretty quick, so I'm not going to have to turn elsewhere. So let's suppose I just restarted the computer. And I'm going to launch the applications. Well, I'm going to do this demonstration saying that I want Microsoft OneNote, Microsoft Word, Excel, and Google Chrome. So to make this easier for me, what I'm going to do is move them into convenient 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So I'll take Microsoft OneNote, drag it over to the left. So that's number 1. And then let's take Microsoft Word into position number 2. And then Excel is going to be position number 3, and then Google Chrome number 4. Of course, I can change these around just by moving them around like this. So now they're in those positions that I want to use. So I'll hold down the Windows key and just type 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have to wait for the first one to launch. So here's Windows key, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hands off. And it launches all of those and opens them onto the screen stacked in the order that I requested them. So the active window right now is Google Chrome. I'm going to hold down the Windows key and press the right arrow key. That makes it take the right half of the screen. Let go of the Windows key and then click on which one of these windows do I want to fill the left half of the screen. So I clicked on Microsoft OneNote. Now I'm going to take that one step further and hold down the Windows key and press up arrow. So Microsoft OneNote is now taking the top half of that screen. When I let go of the Windows key right now, it offers me the other applications that are open right now to fill the bottom left corner of the screen. I'll click on Excel. Then I'm going to come over here and click on Google Chrome so that it's the active window, and then hold down the Windows key, press up arrow key. When I let go of the Windows key right now, it shows me the remaining applications that I click on to fill the bottom right quarter of the screen. Now I can go to any of these applications and work with them right there, or I could use, for instance, here on Microsoft Word, hold down the Windows key and press up arrow, and it fills the right half of the screen. If I go back to Windows key down arrow, it goes back down in that position. If I hold down the Windows key and press up arrow twice, now it's in the upper right corner, and then I can click on Google Chrome to be in the bottom right corner. There's some nuances about how this works once you've got the four corners set up, and it can be a little tricky to figure out how they work and what's going to work well for you, but I'm not going to go into all those nuances because they're a little difficult to figure out. But that is launching applications with the keyboard shortcuts, which is the Windows key and the number associated with the application you're trying to open. I have had occasions where I have had a computer that wasn't responding to the mouse and I wasn't sure if the computer was locked up. So I'll use a keyboard shortcut like that to launch an application. So that's it for this technique. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.